The Tulsa Race Massacre, the destruction of Black Wall Street. Businesses disappeared. Churches collapsed into flames. Families fled through smoke and chaos trying to survive. Some survivors later described airplanes flying overhead while fires spread across the district. Entire city blocks were reduced to ash. Historians estimate that as many as 300 people may have been killed. More than 1,000 homes were destroyed. And nearly 10,000 Black residents were left homeless almost overnight. That's why it became known as the Tulsa Race Massacre. Not simply because violence happened, but because an entire Black community was systematically attacked and devastated. And for decades afterward, much of America barely spoke about it. Many schools never taught it. Newspapers rarely discussed it. Some survivors stayed silent for years because the trauma was too painful to revisit. History sometimes disappears quietly, not because it wasn't important, but because people stopped teaching it, stopped discussing it, stopped looking directly at it. What makes the Tulsa Race Massacre so haunting isn't only the destruction itself, it's the silence that followed. The feeling that an entire community's pain, success, and memory were pushed into the background of American history for generations. Today, Tulsa still exists as a growing modern city, and parts of Greenwood remain. There are memorials now, museums, murals honoring survivors and the legacy of Black Wall Street. Some descendants of Greenwood families still live in Tulsa today and continue fighting to preserve the history that nearly disappeared. But many people also point out that the economic wealth Greenwood once held was never truly restored. The scars didn't vanish when the fires stopped. They echoed across generations. But Greenwood still matters, not only because of what was destroyed, but because of what existed there before the destruction. Ambition, community, pride. Families building something meaningful together despite enormous obstacles surrounding them. And maybe that's why people continue returning to this story now. Because remembering history is also a way of restoring memory to the people who lived through it. The Tulsa Race Massacre wasn't just a tragedy. It became one of the clearest reminders of how easily history can be buried, even when the scars never fully disappear.